Today is 13th of August. Market open flat. There was initial sell downs, but managed to find traction, eventually recover. Trading off low, eventually down less half a point at 5720. 1326 are well placed. This is an indication of strong trend. Now with the recent pullback itself, we don't notice actually very severe selling. So this is generally positive. Like to see eventually take out this recent high here of 5774. Our support is actually at this pivot low here of 5568. Let's take a look at Nasdaq. Now over here, we see very strong inbound trend, managed to clear 1326 SMA, followed by a series of sideways bar. This is generally healthy. There's no indications of selling. So I would like to see eventually break on the upside and test this high here of 27190. So generally, this is actually a positive development. Let's turn our attentions to the local markets. First off, the financial stocks. This is DBS. At this point in time here, we have a big dipper setup. Two-bar comeback high here is at 77.27. Notice 1326 are well placed. So generally, the trend is still intact. Our bias is still towards the upside. Among the financial stocks, OCBC is actually the strongest. Notice that see a very strong bull today, trade inside bar. This is a contraction setup. Bar high here is at 31.56. Now UOB, as we mentioned previously, is best to left alone. Notice actually today it's still moving down. So basically trading below 1326 SMA. So this is something that we just want to avoid. A better bet is actually UOB Kianhin. Managed to take out the recent high here. Today trade reversal bar. Notice the volume is actually low. This is healthy. We like to look for a setup here. Eventually take out this recent high here of 479. XJX. Now let's not manage to actually break up from a base. This is a very nice consolidations. And tier 2 inside day over the last two sessions. This is a contraction setup. Bar high here is 25.39. That's unfortunately we didn't see strong action recently. Now after this attempt break on the upside, it actually retraced, trading small body. The only consolation is volume. It's actually small. But if you take a look at the 1326 SMA, it's actually not diverging. So it's actually indication of losing momentum. So we perhaps we just have to actually wait it out. It may well just consolidate and trade sideways. SIA. Now here we have a very directional downward move. Look for a throwback here. And perhaps this stock is a candidate for short. We can look for setup. We'll be discussing Sheng Siong for quite some time. Stock actually went ex-div today. Perhaps for this stock itself, it's better to actually trade on the weekly, be slightly more sluggish. On a longer term basis, trend is still intact. At this point in time here, this is a big dipper setup. To bar high is at 339. We also discussed IX Bio Farm over the last videos, but experiencing some weakness at this point in time. Now this is a very nice base. We usually expect very strong trend from here. But unfortunately, 3 days ago, we see a wide range reversal bar or slightly increased volume and followed by further retracements. It's not unexpected, but I would prefer a shallower pullback. But the main reason that because actually the stocks have been trading with daylight. So it may well just consolidate sideways. We just have to give it some time. Eventually look for a break on the upside. Some power. Stock managed to actually break on the upside above this resistance level here very nicely, follow through. Notice the increase in volume. Today trade a reversal bar is an inside day. Look for eventual break above the high of 58 cents. Now Centurion has just released a result and market actually reacted negatively to it. Notice actually there's a gap down here. So the bear is actually off for the stocks. We see some strength in gold, and that has probably influenced CMC Gold Mine. Notice it actually takes a reversal. Here we have actually a small deeper breakout. And at this point in time here, a contraction break setup. This is bar one high is 148. Let's turn attention to the two IPO stocks we discussed previously. This is Just Go. After this strong move here, kind of languishing on the side, we'll just have to give it some time to see whether eventually can break this high here of 715. Foundation held. This stock managed to recover above the IPO price. So this red line here actually is the IPO price. Managed to recover 3 days ago. And right now it's actually approaching this particular resistance here, which is at 825. So far, these bars are accompanied with low volume. This is generally healthy. Look for a decisive break. Any break must be accompanied with high volume.